Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another Icey Cast with myself, John McKellar, and of course, Jamie McDermott.
Hello.
Icebox Glasgow. We are once again back here in person at Brewhouse on what has been an actual surprisingly wonderful day.
Yeah, it's quite nice outside.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's getting a bit.
I fear the wind might be on its way, actually.
I think it rain's on its way, mate. Look
Is
at
it?
the, look
Oh,
at the
yeah,
dark
it's getting a bit
sky.
dark.
Yeah. We brought it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye. Everywhere we go, we always take the weather with us.
We do. Aye, the horrible weather.
What we're here to talk about today, we're here to talk about names of games,
Yes.
and it's probably the going to be the worst names of games episode yet, because it's the letter I, and we really struggled to find.
Yeah, we
names
did.
that started with the letter
Aye. Usually we don't. Usually struggle to pick who we're going to
Yeah.
get on there. But there's no a lot of quality games.
No.
That start with I. I thought there would be. I thought there would be quite a few. I kept thinking, obviously the same games there and there again, like literally the same three games there and there again that we played, and then I had to drink through like old Commodores. Like what was I going through? Amstrad, all that kind of stuff. Still know a lot of games. Still know a lot of games at all. So here we are to talk about one game.
Yeah.
No, we've got three. We've got three. We still managed to find three.
We did manage to do three.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we're really going to have to say about them.
This game is good.
Yeah.
In like 8 minutes, and it'll just cut off.
Aye. Before we get into that, let's pad this episode out with a wee bit of a general catch-up. I was in Rome, and as you can see, I have not died in plane crash, or at the very worst, I have survived a plane crash.
We're all quite disappointed by that, John, really. So
same, if I'm honest. I was hoping that would have made for a nice finale. See if like a film, if my life was like a film or like a TV show.
And my next podcast would be easy as well, because there's a lot to talk about. Yeah. Well, John died, and then it just I'd have to talk about other stuff. So it
would be like that. Anyway.
Apparently John's self-fulfilling prophecy came true.
Would you believe it, folks?
When in Rome.
When in Rome, which, by the way, you can get from voidpleasantries.bandcamp.com/album/when-in-Rome for free right now. That's my band's records. When in Rome by Void Pleasantries.
I'm setting them up for him.
Forever the loyal to my heart. With the laurel to my hardy, so I loved Rome, man. Like, it was only there for Sunday to Wednesday last week, but got quite a lot done. We went to the Stadio Olimpico, home of my beloved Giallorossi, Roma. Did the stadium tour. That was fantastic. They had the big screens on. You know how the Olympicos got the big screens.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
And there was like a wee camera at the dugout that you could like go and pose for. You could go and pose at the camera, and then it would put you on the big screen. And one guy put Lazio Merda on his phone. And put it up to the camera, so it was all the big screens. Lazio Merda. I quite enjoyed that.
And did you see any of your fascism, John?
The only bit of fascism I saw was one guy like with his towpath. It was near the Stadio Olimpico, and he had like mad like Nazi tattoos and shit.
Quite disappointing.
And a Lazio badge on his chest.
You always think steadily you're just going to get you're going to get a wee slice here. There's a wee slice in there.
I think Rome, by and large, is less fascist than some parts of Italy.
Yeah,
like, Rome is.
I mean, what we are specifically talking about Lazio and Lazio fans here.
Laziale is known.
Yeah.
The shite, as I like to call
it. They're awful people. To be fair.
There was graffiti down by the Tevere, no far from the stadium, and it was just like SSL for SS Lazio, and then a swastika. And quite a lot of Roma graffiti had quite clearly been defaced by Lazio fans who had put like Star David and all that over it, and all that, saying, "Oh, yous are just a bunch of Jews," and it's like that doesn't really make any sense.
What have we up, guys?
Not only if we are, but also it doesn't even really make sense because like they're notoriously quite Catholic in Rome. Like it's where Catholicism
lives. It's based there.
Lazio fans, Lazio fans' preoccupation with anti-Semitism is just baffling to me. Especially considering, like, you know.
And you know what? It's been done before, guys. My phone. My phone, guys.
Yeah. Next week, they're literally in Rome celebrating Liberation Day to mark the anniversary.
Oh, right, okay.
When Italy was freed from fascism.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, so they take it.
That goes without.
It's kind of a big deal.
Without problems.
Well, to be fair, the Colosseum and all the major kind of all the major museums and all that are all free that day.
Yeah, okay.
So you get to go in for nothing.
So you had to pay to go into the Coliseum?
Yeah, it's really relatively cheap though. Like I was quite surprised to get
It's
into
like a
both
donation to help the upkeep,
to
essentially.
both get into to get into both the Coliseum and the Forum was relatively cheap. I think it was like €18 each for us.
Right,
so
it's like 30 quid.
It's combined though.
Aye, right, okay, you get it. Well, that's fair. You know what? That's not actually that bad.
Aye.
I don't mind paying for certainly historical sites and artistic stuff if it's affordable to people who don't have lots of money.
I'll tell you what else as well.
Because them were into a time when only rich people are getting to see cool stuff.
I'll tell you another thing as well, right? Although I had to pay for those tickets, and that is relatively cheap, I think, for two of the greatest landmarks in the world.
Fair.
€1.50 for 100 minutes of travel on the bus or on the metro. €1.50. So if I was to get like a ticket to here that lasts me 100 minutes, right, and then get a ticket back, that's like £6.
So they charge you by the minute?
They charge you like it's just a set rate of 100 minutes for £1.50.
Whereas out here, if it's like on 3 stones, that's a full. That's like 280.
Whereas a return to Glasgow, which combined is about a 45-minute journey, like 20 minutes each way, it's like £5.60.
£5.60. It's up to now,
and £6.10 to go to Partick. It's abysmal. So I don't mind paying for museums and paying the tourist tax because in Rome, like they have these wee fountains, and you can just drink the water.
Like all that kind of stuff. In my opinion, should be subsidised by the government anyway. At the very least, subsidised or fucking paid for. Like they're trying to get us to stop driving cars. That they don't have to do it. I mean, I don't drive, but they're trying to get us to stop driving cars, and yet they're like, but public transport's so fucking expensive.
Ridiculously expensive.
Crazy.
Disney run right. Half it's 40 fucking bits, especially when it's the buses. And then when you're on the bus, especially, you have to deal with the worst fuckwits
on
God's earth, man.
My bus driver today out and had a cigarette on his phone. And I'm like, did he like? Is this a break?
If it's his break, he could at least say so. You know what I mean? Like, folks, I'm taking a break.
And I'm like, is this a scheduled stop?
Maybe it's just going through a harsh divorce or something.
The only thing is, it's one of the ones where it was.
They might just be sick and tired of dealing with Jesus.
It might be
because I had to go on
it was like 3 stops before my stop. Though. Well, 2 stops before my stop. So I'm like, am I going to walk now? I might be. But then I'm sitting here and I'm like, I've left in 5 minutes. I'll wait. No, but should I go? So it was annoying. Somebody did go to the bus and then we passed them and I was like, wanker.
I was working till 8 o'clock this past Friday night, man, and there was no train. My train got cancelled like 2 minutes after it was meant to leave.
Right.
And I was like, I could wait and get to Waverley, but I'm very much at risk of that getting cancelled as well, and then I'm fucked. So what I decided to do instead was go down to the Buchanan Street station and get the 240. And of course, some fucking rocket got on the 240.
Obviously, because you're a rocket attractor, really.
He was up the back seat, like doing the whole and shouting about whatever the fuck he was shouting about, right? And he was one of these cunts that had obviously been on a lot of gear because he couldn't stop moving, right?
Yeah.
He'd be up and down.
How do these people afford gear, John?
And then he's like, he went down the front and sat down at the front, and then he was doing the same thing, and then went back up the back, and I'm like, fuck me, man. And I had something on in my ears, and I could still hear about it, and I was like, I really, really hate this guy. I would quite like it if this guy fell.
Sometimes you just like, you want to do the finger snap. That's what arseholes.
Please, when you fall off the bus, when you go off the bus, just fall and fucking cunt yourself, man. Like, seriously, like, fuck this guy. I'm so sick and tired of the buses, and I'm sick and tired of the first bus letting drunk cunts on the bus all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to drink or be drunk in public in Glasgow.
Public transport, you shouldn't be allowing folk that have their tits on it, to be fair. So
there was even like the week before, it was even worse because it was a bus replacement, right? The coach, and there was a guy who went on it. He went to go on it with a bottle of wine, swigging it, and the guy pulled him off. So he was like, "No, you can't. You can no drink.
Can't go on a bottle of wine."
You know what I mean? And then the guy starts fucking shouting and bawling at the guy at the station. So then they have a word, and for fucking against all logic, they let him on the fucking coach, right? So this guy's on the coach, and of course, within a few minutes, he started fucking arguing with some cunt and wants to get off at the next stop and fight. And even it was one of the girls. He's like, "Fucking stop it!" And then the guy's wife was just like, "Please, just keep your cool. Don't rise to this idiot." And then he's like, "Oh, I'm just having a bit of banter." You know what I mean? That
They're never having a bit of banter.
And I'm just sitting thinking, just fuck off. Stop being a knob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're just being
Beefy should have just fucking punched fucking
yeah.
Well, you hold him. No, aye.
Taking turns.
Bus driver comes
Right, you hold him a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I've no mercy for dickheads.
Just every cunt in a line just coming off, punching him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
It's usually what it's usually
actually.
a singular arsehole. I usually spot them a mile away when they come on. You're like, oh, here we are, here we go. And there's hundreds of seats empty. They'll sit really close to you, and you're like, mate,
boss,
and
you're like, I don't want to talk,
mate. But then you're the dickhead. You're the dickhead.
All right, mate, I'm just trying to have a laugh. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a laugh, mate. I just want to get home. You know, I had worked all day and I was tired, and I have to deal with these fucking idiots. I hate them. I really do hate them, JB.
I'm just sitting there, maybe just in my pants with no shoes. And I hate these cunts. I hate like, how do you go on the bus? To be fair, as and the thing is, they, like, I'm pretty sure the rules are that they shouldn't be on public transport either.
If you're
if you're that fucking steaming, you're unruly. Fucking walk it.
Yeah. If you wouldn't get in a pub, you shouldn't be allowed on a bus.
Or sleep in a cave. Yeah. You know any caves about? No.
No.
I don't know. You Bells Hill though. Caves in Bells Hill. Should be a few, no.
We shot the last one last year, mate.
Did you? Did you? I'm fucking
modernised slightly. We're into the 70s now.
Right. Because the last one had internet. No, was that right?
Aye. Yeah, like if you wouldn't get on a pub, you shouldn't get on a bus.
No,
but a lot of the bus drivers and that though, they just let them on for the sake of not having to deal with their shite because like
no, they because it's not worth the fucking money. Fair to get it. I've always got the point if a taxi won't stop for you. That guy's fucking jumper's terrible. If a taxi won't stop, sorry, I'm just insulting the public. If a taxi won't stop for you, then the fucking bus shouldn't let you on either. And I've been that guy who's slung a pizza slice at a taxi driver before. So
I think every cunt that's on a bus that's no hammered and is having to deal with these cunts' behaviour should get a refund if that happens. Maybe I'll contact first bus and be like, listen, you cunts, you had me on a bus.
Shouldn't start the conversation like that though.
All right, then I'll start listening up, you little shits.
Listen, cunt. Make my music video loud. I'm machine with the rest of the
You would all better stand back.
We better watch this video. And they're like, no, we'll not watch it. You'll be like, fucking took me ages.
I'll be like, you just consider yourself, I don't shake in your head.
Yeah, okay.
Consider yourself lucky I don't shake in your head. What we here to talk about? We here to talk about names of games.
Names of games, start with
Rome was great. It sucks to be back, I'll be honest. I don't like coming back to Rome. I would rather just live there. Which I could have done.
You don't
if I had become an adult like a bit sooner and been in Europe for longer, and had some money and actually had a job. In that,
money's probably you've
got a job, but it's not
you're like actually rubbing out a lot of boxes here.
I've missed the bus basically.
Yeah,
which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, actually is that. Yeah.
We're here to talk about names of games beginning with an I. So let's start with.
It looks like God's shining on me.
Well, it's your pick, mate. It's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Tell me about it.
I know.
Wonderful.
So,
hear that, or your face is going to melt off because it's a nuclear blast.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I fucking love it. Whole game. One of my favourite movies, and the best way to play your favourite movies in game form is in really bad, kind of 8-bit. I don't even know, is it 8-bit or 16-bit? I don't know.
Was it even 8?
It might not be actually. It was released in the original Nintendo. It was released in your Amiga.
Yeah.
It was released in the Amiga CD, which I had at one point.
Yeah.
It was released in the Commodore 64, and they were all like, the Amiga CD boasted more like graphics, but it did with some stuff, but it only had it in the film side of it, so it could play film stuff.
Yeah.
So it did that with like your Resident Evil, and it done the film stuff great, but then the graphics were just the same as other Resident Evil stuff. I loved Resident Evil on the Amiga CD. And I love Zool. Loved all the games I had.
Oh, Zool, that was that Chupa Chups.
It was fucking weird. It was
class game though.
Like Lollipop Land.
It was like an acid trip. Sonic the Hedgehog.
I had a nightmare one night that the guy from Zool came and killed me and my entire family. So
what, Zool?
Yeah, he's a ninja.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's fucked up, and he's like a. He's like a stick figure almost.
Did you steal his lollipops?
No, he just came in and just cut every cunt up. He saw. So that was like horrible.
Don't fuck with Zool, man.
Don't fuck with Zool at all. So Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. It's your average kind of at the time side-scrolling platformer.
Is that the one where you just kind of plopped on the map and you have no fucking clue what you're doing?
I think so. It's one of these ones
Like
almost
you have to go find these weapon shit. And
Aye,
it doesn't tell you where
that's
to
the one
go.
that's doing it, going in like that, and there's bits you go
and
into,
it's just
and
like
it's
these platforms that you have to kind of whip
aye,
across.
that's the one.
And
There's
then
bits you
you'll
go into
drop
where
down.
it's like a bit of dungeon. You're like, I wasn't in a dungeon, just a second ago.
Yeah.
So I've walked into this other screen and suddenly I'm in the dungeon. Is this the Dungeon of Doom? Is this like what is this?
Is this the Temple of Doom?
I don't know.
No, mate, Temple of Doom's up that way.
And it is one of these infuriating games. It's quite slow. It's quite, and it's not even like the actual the pressing the buttons in for it to happen what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's quite slow. It's like you press the button and it goes that kind of stuff. So when you find the whip, that as well. But what I liked about it is like it's like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. The actual every time you go into one different screen, and there's fucking tons to do.
Yep.
So that one screen is the level essentially, and there's a lot of jumping about, there's a lot of gameplay, there's a lot of baddies and stuff.
I remember playing the NES version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles years ago, man. Like my cousin had it on the NES.
It's one of my favourite games of all time. It's fucking great. Yeah.
It's hard as fuck. Still, you have to do the swimming level with the bad electrified.
I don't even like to talk about the swimming level. Yeah.
I think that was how far I got. Actually, I never ever got by it. I think Tracy might have, but like I was just like lost the plot bit, man, because it's like it's one of them where you're like, there's no fucking way that I'm touching that. It keeps fucking buzzing at me, and I'm no touching it. It's like the hitbox is all weird and shit. They've done it on purpose, the bastards.
Yeah. And like I don't remember ever completing the Indiana Jones game either. I think it to me just seemed to be one of the games that just went on and on and on. And I don't know if I just lost patience with it, and I was just like, this won't stop.
Kind of like for me, like Echo the Dolphin. I think I talked about it before.
Yeah, you just stop. Just keep going on.
Like I remember when I was a kid, like I thought the first level was just the entire game.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I have no fucking I didn't know it had a story until years later.
No, it's got.
I was like, this is just.
Does it tell you what to do? Does it give you any instructions? It gives you some wee pointers, but the pointers aren't really relevant to what you're fucking about. Yeah. You need to get to the bit in the screen to get the pointer, and if you don't go to that bit in the screen, you're generally fucked. I can't remember Echo the Dolphin. We've talked about that as well.
You're just like, why can I not understand this? Am I turning into an actual dolphin?
No, I think it's because you're not a dolphin.
Maybe.
You can't understand that.
This game is for dolphins only.
Yeah. Yeah, see if you start to getting all weird and creepy and they like assault people in the water, then you're more dolphin like. So yeah, because dolphins do sexual assault each other.
Yeah, they're a bit rapey.
Yeah, they're a bit rapey. So Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones also a bit rapey.
Yeah, like none of it would surprise me anymore. None of it would surprise me.
Well, he's pretty chauvinistic.
He's a bit James Bond's handsy in the films.
Definitely.
So,
which nowadays we would probably class as like rapey and sexual assault.
And would you get away with having like a small Asian sidekick now?
I mean, I don't think that you would. Maybe
could we write a film now and go, right, John, what I'm going to put in it is I'm going to be a bit handsy and I'm going to have a wee Asian sidekick child.
I think you could have an Asian sidekick, but you would have to be less obviously stereotypically Asian.
Like, no, he's got to be pure stereotypical. He's going to say stuff that you're actually like.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not signing off on that, man. And I'm pretty.
Mate, what the fuck, man? Stop. Killjoy bastard. He's going to say stuff where like when we're like.
Don't do it.
You need to up the accent.
Yeah, don't
you need to be even more Asian in the accent.
Yeah,
so
that's like something Vince McMahon would do. Like, I loved your promo, pal, but could you maybe be a wee bit more Chinese sounding? And it's like, I'm fucking be Puerto Rico, maybe you talking about.
Don't fucking touch me, man.
That's right. So what was it in Big Les?
Yeah, Big Les, aye. Aye. So anyway, for a lot of intrusive thoughts today on a day. So basically that's quite a good starter as Indiana Jones, and that will show you the struggle that we had. Just try to get games that start with a letter I. So if you like Indiana Jones, tell us about it. Tell us about your Indiana Jones experience.
This microphone keeps veering towards me, man. It's like, mate,
it's kind of creepy, isn't it?
Keep Jamie a bit.
Yeah, all right, mate.
I mean, like,
all right,
probably can't hear you on this. Fuck, stop spinning. Honestly. Right, let me try and fucking sort this. I mean, as should probably be evident by now, we're really going to struggle with the letter I anyway. Yeah. So, like, well, you're trying to just fill it with shit.
Your next choice is definitely where it shows how much we struggle.
To be fair, though, it is a fucking banger.
It's just a classic because it was all we had at one point, mate.
One of the greatest football games ever made. International Superstar Soccer 64.
Yeah.
Like licensing wise, obviously FIFA always left ISS in the dust, but gameplay wise, man, ISS is so.
It's a shame because some of the names are fucking fantastic.
Kleinman.
Yeah. Usually they change out like a couple of letters and that's it.
Yeah.
But apparently, as we're talking, there was like a Scottish midfielder
I was playing in
Roberto.
Scotland. I was playing in Scotland, and I had a defensive midfielder called Roberto.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes they actually didn't even try. They're just like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just put that name in. Yeah. They won't know. They won't know the Scottish. Who cares?
To be fair, that is like a common thing that you would do for like a nickname for your pals. Oh, if your pal's name was Robert, you would be like, Roberto.
Yeah, but this is an actual game released to the public, mate.
Yeah,
so
very true. Game modes wise as well, it's very lacking, man. Like it doesn't have like the seasons or the like FIFA by that point had like the Road to the World Cup mode.
Yeah, they were already an amazingly established game at that point.
You could already play like a full Serie A or Premier League or Scottish League season even.
So many international Superstar Soccers was there?
Bunch of them, man, because you had like ISS 98 in the PlayStation. I remember playing that years ago.
I think that's the one I had actually. Yeah. Again, very basic gameplay. Mm-hmm. So you actually, it felt like I could beat somebody that was good at sports games because a lot of time it's just kind of button mashing at that point.
I think ISS 98 probably a superior game.
Right. Overall. Okay.
But the reason for me choosing ISS 64 is just because of how I think it was like the first proper football game for the Nintendo 64.
Right. Okay.
And I think FIFA 99, I think, in short order, came along and obliterated it, to be fair. But ISS 64 is class, man, and the commentary is just cringeworthy. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I kind of remember some of the commentary in it.
The only game that ever had worse commentary.
And it had a lot of repeated commentary, just repeating the same stuff over and over again.
The only game I think had better or worse commentary, but probably better in a lot of ways, would be Actua Soccer, just because of how laughtily poor the commentary was.
Who was the one that had like it just the crowd noise just sounded like a vuvuzela?
I think that was Actua Soccer.
Was it? So that was Actua Soccer, and it annoyed the shit because it just
Romario.
Like, that's just random shit you shouted.
It felt like the only two names that the commentator were Romario and weirdly McCoist. McCoist.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But ISS 64 is a class game. I just enjoy playing it for gameplay wise.
I think it's a good game for certainly if you're out just sitting in the house getting fun games with folk that only like you fucking assault me at that wrestling game.
91 seconds.
Absolute bullshit.
91 fucking seconds.
When I'm mashing all the buttons, I'm like, is my controller not working? Is it literally just not working?
Yeah. I murdered Jamie at No Mercy. Almost
ironically,
as bad as the pumping I gave you at Risk.
That's not even the game board; they just pump me. Risky.
I mean, it's.
But I pumped you risky as well.
It's always risky when you.
I don't know, mate.
Nobody saw it, mate. If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there, you see it.
It doesn't matter. You've just admitted it now by saying the tree analogy.
If that did happen, though, I'm saying that had happened.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
Listen,
John. We go. 18 people who watch
prove
us,
it, folks.
Prove it. Like, what, this guy.
Prove it. I dare anybody to prove that Jamie beat me at Risk. You can't.
Aye, because it's not. I bet he's deleted it. He'll have deleted
it for where?
Deleted it. He deleted it, mate.
Just deleted it for the records. Go hacking into the Steam server, just make sure.
I bet I could go into the Steam server and find the receipts.
I doubt it.
Find the receipts, mate.
I fucking doubt it. If you can do that, fine. But it never happened, so you won't be able to.
Right, so if you've got a mate like John that's good at certain games, you can play him at ISS, and there's a chance you may actually beat him.
I'm very fucking abysmal at ISS. I'm better at FIFA.
No, I think ISS is abysmal. But you just plenty master a bit better. I can't talk because my next pick is international karate.
Was that by the same people that did international track and field?
I think it was. Because you got international karate gold as well, and you also get international track and field gold.
I remember playing that with Thomas when we were kids, and he you know how you did the thing when
it's about how fast you can fucking hit the buttons.
He did that so hard that the X button got cut into his finger because it was like it was a pad that had the ones that had the raised.
Right, symbols. Okay.
It was all gushing with fucking blood, and then after it, he had the X button.
That's weird.
Cut into his finger.
Is he like an X-Man now or something?
No, it went away eventually, but it was pretty hardcore, man. It was quite scary how fucking.
Well, this was like at one point. This was the international karate and the international. The
track
field
I
one.
remember trying to do the discus and I was
they
fucking
were horrible. They were all the same fucking thing, mate. A discus one, you had to let go of it at a certain point.
The long jump and all was fucking.
Yeah, they were all terrible. They were all made to suit you.
I just about managed to do the
Daily Thompson one. It was exactly the same. It was International Daily Thompson's fingered hurt game or something. I don't know. But it was exactly just like butt mashing. And these were all the things you get in the amusement arcades.
Because in the arcade you have the table.
So you get a crack one, you get the track and field one, you get a Daily Toss one, you get all that kind of stuff together. And it was weird because a lot of the arcades, certainly the ones I was in, they had this crossover where you'd get awesome games like Mortal Kombat and stuff right next to these awful track and field and kung fu. Like imagine that karate one where you basically tap the button and your guy it came up off the ground and then went forward flying kick really slowly and another guy. And then like this really I said to you, really racist Asian voice would be like, and you'd be like, mate, come on. And then Mortal Kombat next to it. So it was like it didn't seem to be a phase out point where they were like, right, so it goes for there and then with the better Mortal Kombat. It was just this fucking thing and then Mortal Kombat and Streets of Rage and all that. And even Streets of Rage, like we talked about the gameplay of Streets of Rage. The actual, if it wasn't for all the background stuff and the gameplay of Streets of Rage wasn't that much different. There was a lot of button mashing. There was only like 3 or 4 actual moves. Same in International Karate. There was only 3 or 4 actual moves. It was like forward punch, the back jump, forward jump.
Weirdly as well a German suplex if you play as Axel.
Oh, was it a German
suplex?
Is that the big guy?
Axel's the blonde dude with the blue bandana.
Right, okay. Because I
don't know how to do it. I've done it a few times.
I know the giant guy with the tash.
Right.
There's a grabbing thing where he throws you doing as well.
So they must just have like a special move and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to actually do it. I just smash the buttons and then occasionally I'll German suplex.
I remember played Streets of Rage, played it in Italy. Fucking machine in the hotel we were staying in when I was a kid and fed that fucker with lira. Like fed it and still no getting it was like it got increasingly harder as you get.
Was it called Viale di Furio or something?
I don't know why. Well, Lazio guys attack.
Just a bunch of Lazio casuals. You're just a guy in a Roma top. A disabled guy in a Roma top. Apparently they battered a disabled dude on the way home for the derby. That's how nice the Lazio.
Really? Right, and I bet they all teamed up to do that as well.
Probably.
So they all had to do the finger thing, and turn into a bigger Lazio guy and batter them. Yeah.
And then the Roma supporter channeled the press C and got the mad rocket.
Oh,
I don't know why the Polish motor just has a rocket launcher, but it does. No in real life in Streets of Rage.
No, I'd like it in real life.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? If you were just like if you were on the bus, like if you were on the bus and there was a bunch of knob-ends and you just like go.
Oh, I remember the scrapyard level of it.
And that was the end.
That's towards the end. That's in fact it
gets progressively more and more brutal.
And levels, I think, of the scrapyard ones.
So fucking hard.
And they were the ones that I was constantly coin feeding as a kid because like I had to just get to that
1,400 lira.
Oh god, that's only about £4. But I did get to a point where even the guy that owned the hotel that
I think you got a problem, buddy.
Well, he was just like watching me bite
cheering you on, like, come on, kick his cunt down.
I think he's just like, fucking hell, that's a lot of money. And
then it dawns on, fuck, I only get like 20% of this.
It's still a lot of money, but even that, like that's the kind of awesome gameplay you could get with the same kind of technology as they done it on National Karate. doesn't make any fucking sense at all. See, this is how hard I is. We had to look for things that had international in front of it. Or there was tons. I was saying there's tons of Asian games, tons of Japanese.
There's like Infamous is the one other game series that I can remember starts with.
And Inferno sometimes another one as well. But I never played it.
I literally played Infamous for about half an hour.
So we decided to keep these ones and ones that we'd actually played because we could bluff our way through games that we've not played, but
we've done it before.
We have done it. We've done it before in easy letters, like E.
What did we do for E? I did Echo the Dolphin, I think, didn't I? And
you did Echo the Dolphin.
Did we do for E?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Back watching podcasts.
And so should you, by the way. Like
check out what we've done in the past.
Yeah. Go to Spotify, search for Iceycast, and you can find all of our episodes there now. Go to YouTube and search for @Iceycast Pod. You can find all of our episodes there as well. The whole YouTube only experiment for the video has not worked. No one has watched it.
No.
It seems like you fuckers don't. You fuckers. You fuckers. That's me again. Can't. It seems like you people just don't seem to want to leave Facebook. So instead of doing that,
because the videos do well on Facebook, but they just don't do. So, like, even if we put them on Facebook, face somewhere else, they're like, no, mate.
So you want Facebook? You're going to fucking get Facebook. It's going to be streamed to the IceyCast Facebook, the Icebox Facebook, and the NHC Music Facebook, right? So you've no fucking excuse. Get it watched. Go to Spotify. Get it listened. Join the Patreon. You can do it for free now. You can join the Patreon for free.
Yeah.
According to Jamie.
There always has been a thing since COVID that you could join Patreon for free.
And then you can download it.
It was funny because people like, well, I'm quitting Patreon. I'm letting people buy my half for free now. And they quitting Patreon was like, we don't care. There's lots of people use it. And then the people come back. So we don't mind if you're skint and you have no money, but you still want to join the Patreon. We've got a few people already signed up for free.
Yeah, by all means, if you can afford it, do so because it helps us. But if you can't, it's sound. We just want more patrons. So sign up if you haven't already. You don't need to pay for it.
You don't need to pay for it. You need to pay for it.
What more do you want for us? You know what I mean? Like, just do it.
Look at us. We need the money.
Quality patter every week.
Yeah. I can't keep buying dark clays.
We just want you to watch the show.
Yeah.
That's all we want you to do. So you're gonna get it on Facebook if that's where you want it. And it'll still go on YouTube if you want to sign up there and if that's what you prefer.
We don't care.
Yeah.
We're literally sitting here and we don't care. Don't give a fuck.
No.
Don't care about yous people.
Well,
humans. Like fucking say you disagree, John. Say you disagree.
Was it Jose Mourinho said, I prefer not to speak if I do, I'll be in trouble.
That's it. Aye. So that was a letter I.
Yeah.
I think we done well.
Pretty abysmal letter. I think Jay's going to be a wee bit better.
Did the tractor go past?
It sounded like it. Aye. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but it sounded like that was a tractor.
Okay. I letter Jay's going to be better. I think we'll just make up a lot of names that start with Jamie. And just say I played that game.
I was playing Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, Jurassic World Evolution, and
you are a big fan.
Jurassic Park
okay.
Yeah. So that was the letter I. There's really isn't much.
Because it was a fucking struggle, guys.
Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at IceyCast Pod. Follow us on the Icebox page at Icebox Glasgow. Follow the NHC Music page at NHC Music. I'm starting to slowly pick that back up again.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't really done much. I've just kind of done some shares, but I'm gradually going to try and I just need to figure out what the fuck I want to do with it.
Yeah.
Because it's been dormant so long, and we've been so we've been so far removed from the music scene that it's just difficult to do anything else. To be honest, we're not putting shows on. I don't know any of the bands that are out now, so it's
because they're old now.
Yeah,
we've lost touch with the kids. I shouldn't say it like that, but we have lost touch with the kids.
Well, to be fair, in your case, it was court ordered, but we don't want to talk about it anymore.
500 years for kids.
You like?
Or just a place of learning.
Can't you take him anywhere?
No, within 500 years.
Especially no one education. What are we fucking talking about? Let's wrap this up. So join us next week for probably just a general catch-up chat type thing. Like, we don't really have a whole lot going on now.
I mean, that's good because we're working away and stuff. That's the reason we've got a lot going on, because we can't talk about a lot of stuff.
We're planning to do a full review of the Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
We could have done it this week if I had known that you'd already binged it, but I didn't know that.
I binged the shit out of it. Really good.
As of recording, I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
So next week we're not going to do it, but hopefully the following week we'll do a full review of Fallout. We'll just do a full episode talking about the Fallout show and what we thought of it. You generally, without getting too much away yet, you liked it.
I liked it. Really enjoyed it.
And so did Becky. So that's a double thumbs up.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting you absolutely love it. As long as they've nailed the aesthetic.
No, that's exactly what they nailed.
And the sense of humour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of Fallout and the main themes.
Yeah. Like they've nailed everything, but which is unusual for Amazon.
It's also
but Amazon owned the main guy for Bethesda that wrote it.
Todd Howard.
Well,
he didn't really.
No, but he's one of the creators now. They brought him on, so he's one of the writers of the fucking thing.
Cool.
Which is what they should be doing with everything that they adapt.
Aye.
bring
like
on
the
somebody
Death,
for the
yeah,
game.
it's like A24. I think they announced that they're doing like a Death Stranding film adaptation. So I would only hope that like Hideo Kojima would have at least a producer role or something.
He should,
you know what I mean? Like, because you can't do Kojima without Kojima. Like,
Yeah,
I think
he should be
that's
allowed at
proven.
least 4 slaps during the filming.
Aye.
Slap somebody, right?
Aye,
So,
just fucking gives it
yeah.
a right good scale. But
Yeah, aye.
no,
Just one.
it's not how you do
yeah,
that.
that's it. I think you would know, like, know if he fucking comes slightly.
Yeah. Mad Hideo, man, he's fucking. I love him.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get to the letter M.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You'll know just how much I love that guy when we get to the M.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's wrap it up for this week. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter.
The streets.
It's facebook.com/Icebox Glasgow for Icebox, facebook.com/IceyCastPod for the podcast, and facebook.com/NHC Music. It might be NHC Music Glasgow. I don't know. Just search NHC Music on there if you want. I mean, it's not that active. I'm very slowly trying to make it more active, but we'll see where that goes. It's largely contingent as well on like there being a scene to promote.
Yeah,
which there really isn't at the minute. I don't think, from what I can tell. There's the same couple of bands that show up on the feed, but there doesn't really seem to be a whole lot interesting.
I think that's it. There's a new scene, but it's no.
If I'm wrong, please send
send
that stuff to me and let me know, and we'll start to promote that. But like, I mean, a big problem as well is a lot of venues closing down and shit and having to.
The ones you worked with before, I don't know. There's a couple of ones that still open, but it's different owners and different. Yeah, we're dinosaurs, mate. But you like Jurassic Park, so that's it. It's cool.
I do. It's one of my favourite films. One of my favourite books as well.
Oh, I've done that thing with Here we go.
You fucked it.
Yeah, it doesn't work unless it's done.
Yeah, that's fucking it, man. Let's catch you next week, folks.
See you later.
Thank you, and bye-bye.